Antony claims he is very happy to be finally sealing a move away from Manchester United. The Red Devils have given their permission for the Brazilian winger to fly to Spain after striking a deal with Real Betis. The Andalusian side are set to sign Antony on loan until the end of the season. Betis will pay a sizable chunk of his wages as part of that agreement, while it is suggested that they will face penalties should they not play him enough. And speaking to reporters in a Spanish airport, he gave a brief assessment into his mindset ahead of the move. "I'm so happy. I'm ready," he said. Antony's move to Betis brings to an end a rotten spell at Old Trafford since an £85 million move from Dutch giants Ajax. He has made 96 appearances since then, but has scored just 12 goals. The 24-year-old has found opportunities hard to come by this term, with just 3 starts in all competitions. Antony may have to wait for next weekend for his debut for his temporary employers, with Betis set to take on Athletic Bilbao, with Saturday's clash with Mallorca coming too soon. Speaking last month, United boss Ruben Amorim vowed to help Antony to rediscover his best form. He said he needs more confidence. If you remember the Antony at Ajax, he lacks a little bit of confidence to go 1v1, so he will improve. But he's working really hard. He's trying. He's playing more inside than outside, especially in this game, against Tottenham. You have to do that to work really hard, and that will help him to be a better player. Antony is unlikely to be the only one to bid farewell to Old Trafford over the final week of the January transfer window. Alejandro Garnacho and Marcus Rashford both face uncertain futures. The Argentine looks set to leave amid interest from Napoli, while United's Premier League rivals Chelsea have emerged as contenders for his signature. United are set to demand around £70 million for Garnacho's services. Elsewhere, Rashford's options are constantly narrowing. A move to AC Milan now appears unlikely after the Italian giants moved for Kyle Walker on loan from Manchester City. Borussia Dortmund and Barcelona have also been linked, but neither side have made a tangible move. A sensational swap deal involving Alejandro Garnacho and Christopher Nkunku could happen after both stars' stances were revealed. Both Manchester United and Chelsea are expected to have a busy end to the January transfer window. The Red Devils could bid farewell to a host of stars as they attempt to navigate PSR issues. Academy graduate Marcus Rashford has been linked with a move away, while Garnacho is being eyed by Napoli. United's Premier League rivals Chelsea have emerged as shock contenders for his signature, and it appears that his stance could potentially lead to a move to Stamford Bridge. According to ESPN, the 20-year-old's preference would be a move to Chelsea should he be forced to leave his current club. United boss Ruben Amorim refused to rule out a move away from Old Trafford over the coming days. He said, "I don't know what will happen. Let's focus on the team and the players that we have here. We don't know what can happen until the window closes. Anything can happen." He added, "I'm focused on the games and he's Garnacho here. He's a player for Manchester United. Was really important for us today, and let's see in the next days. I think he's improving in every aspect of the game. He was better today playing inside, also outside, changing positions. He's improving the recovering position. You can see it until 90 minutes. He's always there recovering and helping. Sometimes showing some frustration, and that is good, because he wants more. I think he has potential to be so much better in every situation in the game. What I can say is, he understood what I was trying to do, was really clear, I just want to help them, but in the end it's them that do the job. And while Garnacho would be open to a move, it appears United have also been offered encouragement ahead of a potential move for Nkunku. It is reported that the Frenchman is open to leaving Chelsea this month. And again, Blues boss Enzo Maresca has not totally closed the door on the French forward departing. He said, "With Joao and Christo, most managers only play one attacking midfielder. They are top players. I like both. They struggle because most of the time we only play with one attacking midfielder. I am not saying they will leave." United's interest in Nkunku apparently stretches back to his time with German side RB Leipzig, only for Chelsea to steal a march. Should they reignite their interest, they could face competition from Bayern Munich, but a potential Garnacho swap might see them move to the front of the queue regardless. Arsenal are running the risk of losing yet another promising youngster to Manchester United following Chido Obi Martin's departure. The Gunners are reportedly attempting to get 18-year-old centre-back Aiden Heaven to sign a new contract at the Emirates Stadium, with United reportedly making contact with their Premier League rivals to acquire the hot prospect's services. Heaven will see his current deal in North London expire in the summer. He was spotted at Old Trafford on Thursday evening, January 23rd, to see the Red Devils run out 2-1 winners over Rangers in the Europa League, further adding fuel to the fire of speculation pertaining to his future. So far, he's made just one senior appearance for Arsenal, coming off the bench in October's 3-0 win over Preston North End in the Carabao Cup. Mikel Arteta has also previously lauded the star's capabilities, signifying that he could have a future under him should he continue to grow as a player. Following a 2-1 pre-season win over United at the SoFi Stadium over the summer, Arteta said of the talent, "Very impressive. I don't know how many players are able to do that on a stage like this at his age. He's lost a duel against one of the strongest and fastest players in the world. It can happen. But the reaction afterwards, the composure, the quality, the body language that he had, were all remarkable. I'm really happy with him." Heaven, who can also play at left-back or in the centre of midfield, kicked off his youth career with West Ham in 2015 before switching allegiance to Arsenal 4 years later. And Eintracht Frankfurt have also reportedly shown an interest in the youngster, although a move to Germany doesn't look to be his priority at present. Should United be successful in turning Heaven's head, he would come as the second young prospect that they have taken from Arsenal in the space of just 5 months. They welcomed 17-year-old Obi Martin to the Northwest in September, in a significant coup given the forward's potential. The Danish sensation had only spent 2 years in the youth ranks of Arsenal before United acquired his signature, and he wasted no time in hitting the ground running for the Red Devils, scoring a hat-trick in his first academy start in a 6-0 win over Nottingham Forest. Should Heaven follow in Obi Martin's footsteps to Old Trafford, it would undoubtedly be a massive blow to Arsenal, particularly with Arteta maintaining a path to the first team for their brightest sparks. It would also be a huge win for United in equal measure given their poor senior recruitment in recent years. Manchester United and Fulham are due to face off at Craven Cottage on Sunday, and the game will kick off at a time not especially familiar to Premier League matchgoers. The two teams will face off on Sunday, with the match kicking off at 7 p.m. By the time the match gets underway, the other 18 Premier League teams will all have played their weekend fixtures. United and Fulham were also involved in the final match of the opening game week of the season. On that occasion, the Manchester club left it late to snatch all 3 points, with Joshua Zirkzee the match winner on his Premier League debut. Since then, the club's fortunes have reversed. Fulham have spent much of the campaign in the top half, currently occupying 10th spot, but United are down in 13th after a tough season which saw Erik ten Hag sacked in October. In short, the match has been given its kick-off time because it has been chosen for TV by TNT Sports. The broadcaster's traditional slot of 12:30 p.m. on a Saturday cannot be used, with United having played in the Europa League on Thursday night. With Sky Sports showing matches at 2 p.m. and 4:30 p.m. on Sunday, TNT have been unable to schedule a clash. A 12 p.m. Sunday kickoff had been floated, but this was deemed too close to the finish of United's Thursday night victory over Rangers. Had the game not been selected for TV, it would likely have been played on Sunday at 2 p.m. That is the time slot given to the non-televised match between Tottenham and Leicester, with Spurs having also been in Europa League action during the week. United's head coach Ruben Amorim didn't appear too optimistic about the availability of defensive duo Lenny Yoro and Matthijs de Ligt on Sunday. Neither man was able to complete the full 90 against Rangers, with Bruno Fernandes bailing the team out with a late winner. I don't know, Amorim told reporters. Lenny has a pain, and Marta was a bruise from a touch. Lenny was a little bit tired. He is playing more in this moment, so we have to be really careful, and we will see. I don't know. Fulham are without Kenny Teat and Rice Nelson for the match, though Nelson is close to a return. However, Sander Berge, who was linked with Manchester United before joining Marco Silva's side, returned from injury for the Cottagers' last league game. Manchester United have little over a week to make their final moves in the January transfer window. United have seen Ethan Ennis, Joe Hugel and Ethan Williams head out on loan, but have yet to complete any of the high-profile deals they have been linked to. For the moment, Marcus Rashford remains at Old Trafford, and the Red Devils have yet to agree a deal for Patrick Dorgu. Alejandro Garnacho's future is at the top of agenda amid interest from Chelsea and Liverpool. Boss Ruben Amorim was coy over any talk over his future, however. "I am focused on the games and he is here. He is here playing for Manchester United," he said. "He was really important for us today. So let's see in the next days." Ruben Amorim is frustrated by Manchester United's transfer inactivity this month, report the Men. Amorim is said to have not been made fully aware of United's financial issues when he agreed to join the club, though United sources suggest the 39-year-old was given a full breakdown of the club's comic realities. The ex-Sporting CP head coach was told by the United hierarchy that they would have to sell before being able to complete signings in the January window. The club are said to be adamant they would only sell players out of choice and not be pressured into exits, however. While Manchester United still set for negotiations over Patrick Dorgu, the club are confident of making another signing. The club have made contact with 18-year-old Arsenal defender Aidan Heaven, who made his senior Arsenal debut against Preston earlier this term, per reports. United are said to be leading the race for Heaven's signature, and the player was reportedly in attendance as the Red Devils beat Rangers in the Europa League. Eintracht Frankfurt are also interested in the teenager, who attended one of their matches earlier in the month. Arsenal are also said to have a proposal for Heaven to extend his time with the club before his contract expires in the summer. Antony was scheduled to travel on Friday evening to complete his loan move to Real Betis. The Brazilian winger has struggled to make an impact at United this season. Both clubs are set to share Antony's salary as the 24-year-old moves to La Liga for the remainder of the season. Sky Sports claim Betis will pay a minimum of 84% of his salary. Fabrizio Romano reports the deal is done, and Antony's arrival in Spain would see the transfer complete. United are said to have got in touch with João Felix's agent over a possible move from Chelsea. The Portuguese ace joined the Blues in the summer from Atletico Madrid, but has not become a starting option for Enzo Maresca. Sports Scene, via Guilherme Sport, claim United contacted Jorge Mendes earlier this week to discuss the possibility of a transfer. Direct contact over a deal with Chelsea is yet to take pulse. Felix would offer Amorim some versatility across the forward positions and possibly see him well suited to the head coach's system. The club are reportedly hopeful that the prospect of greater minutes could lure Felix from Stamford Bridge.